Today, we're honoring Jennifer Runyon, an 80s icon whose bright smile and undeniable charm made her unforgettable in everything from classic comedies to heartfelt family specials. If you grew up watching Ghostbusters on repeat, cheering for Charles in charge, or feeling nostalgic for a very Brady Christmas, then Jennifer was part of those cherished memories. We'll gently walk through the heartbreaking news of her recent passing, including the cause that ended her journey far too soon, why there's no crash or accident tied to her story despite what some searches might suggest, her age at the time, her devoted husband and family, her net worth from a fulfilling career, the grounded lifestyle she embraced later in life, and a full biography that celebrates the path of this talented woman from Chicago to Hollywood and beyond. It's a story of passion, family first, and quiet strength. Let's hold space for it together. The news came like a sudden shadow over the weekend of March 8th, 2026, when Jennifer Runyon's family shared the devastating update that she had passed away on the night of Friday, March 6th, at the age of 65. Her loved ones posted a heartfelt message. This past Friday night, our beloved Jennifer passed away. It was a long and arduous journey that ended with her surrounded by her family. She will always be remembered for her love of life and her devotion to her family and friends. I know from above, she's looking down on all of us with her beautiful smile. Rest in peace, our Jen. Those words hit hard, carrying the weight of grief, but also profound gratitude for a life well lived. Close friend and actress Erin Murphy, who played young Tabitha on Bewitched, confirmed what many suspected, sharing, "So sad to share that my friend Jennifer Runyon Corman has passed away after a brief battle with cancer. Some people you just know you'll be friends with before you even meet. She was a special lady. I'll miss you, Jen." Other reports spoke of a 6-month struggle, a relentless fight against the disease that took her too soon. There were no dramatic crashes, no car accidents, no sudden tragedies on the road. Nothing like that in her final days. The battle was private, courageous, and against cancer, ending peacefully at home with those she loved most by her side. It's the kind of loss that reminds us how fragile even the brightest lights can be, and how much we wish we had more time with the people who made our childhoods brighter. Jennifer Victoria Runyon was born on April 1st, 1960, in Chicago, Illinois, right in the heart of the city known for its energy and creativity. That makes her 65 at the time of her passing in 2026, a life that spanned decades of change in entertainment and beyond. She grew up as the daughter of Jim Runyon, a beloved radio disc jockey and announcer whose voice filled the airwaves in Chicago and other cities, and her mother Jane Roberts, an actress who nurtured that early spark of performance in her daughter. From those roots in a media-savvy family, Jennifer stepped into the spotlight naturally, making her feature film debut in the 1980 slasher To All a Goodnight. But it was the mid-'80s that truly launched her into our homes and hearts. She brought warmth and wit to supporting roles in comedies like Up the Creek in 1984, where her fun-loving spirit shone through, and of course, the iconic Ghostbusters that same year, playing the student tested by Peter Venkman in one of the most memorable early scenes. Her wide-eyed reactions and chemistry with Bill Murray still make fans smile decades later. She appeared in The Falcon and the Snowman, 18 Again, and even took on the role of grown-up Cindy Brady in the beloved 1988 TV movie A Very Brady Christmas, capturing that sweet, familiar innocence for a new generation. On television, she became a fan favorite as Gwendolyn Pierce on Charles in Charge, bringing humor and heart to the ensemble, and she popped up in shows like Quantum Leap, Another World, and more. Her last on-screen role came in 1993 with Carnosaur, after which she chose to step back from acting to focus on what mattered most. Her family. That shift speaks volumes about the woman Jennifer was. In 1991, she married Todd Corman, a talented collegiate basketball coach who'd worked at places like Loyola Marymount, Albertson College, and Oregon State, and who also dipped into film production as an assistant director. They met on a movie set in the Caribbean, Dreams of Gold, and their connection blossomed into a partnership that lasted through every chapter. Together, they welcomed 2 children, son Wyatt and daughter Bailey, who became the center of her world. Jennifer often spoke of how motherhood changed everything. Once Wyatt arrived in 1993, she knew she wanted to prioritize being present for her kids. The family left the bright lights of Hollywood behind, moving to quieter places like Idaho and Oregon for about a decade to raise their children away from the spotlight, then returning to California to be closer to aging parents. In her later years, she lived in San Clemente, embracing a semi-retired life as a teacher, sharing her knowledge and passion with students, and even co-hosting a cooking podcast that let her creativity shine in a new, relaxed way. She became an ordained minister too, a reflection of her deep convictions and love for helping others find meaning. Through it all, Todd was her steady partner, and their family remained tight-knit. Holidays filled with laughter, support during tough times, and a devotion that carried her through to the end. Jennifer's lifestyle in those later years was beautifully grounded, a deliberate choice after the whirlwind of 80s Hollywood. She traded red carpets for family dinners, auditions for teaching moments, and the constant hustle for the peace of coastal California living in San Clemente. It was a life centered on nature. She adored its beauty and on nurturing those around her. Financially, her career left her comfortable. Estimates put her net worth around $5 million at the time of her passing, built from residuals of timeless hits like Ghostbusters and Charles in Charge, plus her work as a producer and teacher. But money was never the focus. It was about balance, about being there for Wyatt and Bailey as they grew, about supporting Todd through his coaching seasons, and about finding joy in simple things like cooking, connecting with friends, and giving back. Even when she stepped away from acting, her warmth never faded. Fans who met her at conventions like Chiller Theater Expo in 2017 describe her as kind, genuine, and still carrying that infectious smile. Reflecting on Jennifer Runyon's life, it's impossible not to feel a deep mix of gratitude and sorrow. She was more than the roles we remember. She was a daughter of radio royalty who forged her own path, a mother who chose family over fame, a friend who left lasting impressions, and a fighter who faced her final battle with quiet grace. From those early Chicago days to the sets of Ghostbusters, from motherhood in quieter towns to her peaceful passing surrounded by love on March 6, 2026, Jennifer lived with heart. The world is a little dimmer without her, but her legacy shines on in every laugh she inspired, every memory she helped create, and the family she cherished so deeply. Thank you for joining me in this tribute to Jennifer Runyon. If her story touched you, please give this video a like to help share her memory. Hit subscribe for more heartfelt looks at the lives of the stars we grew up with, and turn on notifications so you're here for the next one. Your support keeps these stories alive. Until next time, cherish every moment and hold your loved ones close.